So before Christmas, I made a video talking about how data miners, they have found in the files of the game that Nintendo are testing out getting Shifty Station playable on all of the ranked battle game modes. I thought this was evidence that all of the Shifty Station stages would be coming to the general multiplayer when Splatfest will be ending in July. That wouldn't be too surprising if that did happen. I thought that was evidence of it happening, but it seems like Nintendo were planning or testing out those ranked battle game modes for Shifty Station for upcoming Splatfest, just because next weekend in the Pancakes vs Waffles Splatfest we will be battling on a Shifty Station that is pretty much Splat zones but in Turf War. This will be the Shifty Station that will be in the Japanese Splatfest Funny Man vs Straight Man that will be taking place tomorrow. So yeah, pretty much this is Splat zones but in Turf War. But the disappointing thing about this is that it isn't really Splat zones in Turf War. All what it is a quicker way for you to ink that area of turf. So I do believe there are 3 zones in each half of the stage. Pretty much when you do ink some of that area, most of the area will fill out, kind of like what happens in Splat zones, where you don't really need to fill all of it out before the whole area gets automatically filled out by the game. Pretty much that will be happening in this Shifty Station, where as soon as you do fill the majority of that zone, pretty much the rest of it will fill out. Like what I said before, Nintendo are just using the Splat Zones game mode as a quicker way for you to fill out the stage with your turf. I think Nintendo missed a trick there by not having the Splat Zones rule set in this Shifty Station. It could have made things a little bit different for this Splatfest. It could have brought back like old players that have left the game. I think basically Nintendo, what they should have done is used this Shifty Station as a training sort of game mode, so that when new players do play on this Shifty Station stage, they would feel comfortable with the Splat Zones mechanic. I think Nintendo could have done something like Splat Zones in this game mode. Whenever you do fill all of your 3 zones, that is when the timer would go down. Knockouts would exist as well. So instead of Turf War, for this Shifty Station, it could have worked like Splat Zones. It could have been a different sort of Splat Zones game mode. It could have added a little bit more variety to the game. I think, like what I said before, Nintendo could have used it as a way to get new players to play in ranked battle as well. So say like if new players play on this Shifty Station and it was like a Splat Zones sort of variant, whenever Splat Zones did appear next in the rotation, those new players might feel a little bit more comfortable going into ranked. I know there is a little bit of a stigma for new players when it comes to going into ranked battle for the first time. I know you do have the Octo expansion and the single player that is used as a training sort of mode for some of the ranked modes in the game, but I kind of feel like this would have been such a cool way to add in a different sort of Splat Zones game mode. It is a little bit disappointing that all what these zones are there for is just to fill out the zone a little bit quicker. I think that gimmick, it could have been a lot better if they did do like a variant to Splat Zones where you got to fill out all 3 of your zones to get the timer to go down. It could have been like a ranked match within Splatfest. It could have been a unique game mode for this Splatfest. And I think that would have been really fun. It would have made this Splatfest, or this round of Splatfest, a lot different to the others so far. I know a lot of people are complaining about Splatfest just being Turf War. The fact that Splatfest does go on for 24 hours, meaning that you can't play on the ranked modes. I know a lot of people aren't happy about that. A lot of people would love to see Splatfest go into ranked as well. I definitely do agree with those people. I would love to see Nintendo change it up a little bit, and instead of Turf War, maybe doing Splat Zones for the game mode, or maybe doing Rainmaker, Tower Control, Clan Blitz. I think that would have been really cool to see in the Shifty Station if they did do that variant Splat Zones game mode, but alas, all what it is just a quicker way to ink turf. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section below. Like what I said before, this will be the Shifty Station we will be playing on next weekend. And speaking of Shifty Station, it seems like an upcoming Shifty Station we will be getting will be featuring the single player special weapon cans, just because that was found in the files of the game. Now it will be interesting to see how that will play out. Will it contain all of the special weapons that are in the game? Maybe what Nintendo could do for maybe one Splatfest, maybe for a Shifty Station, maybe you could have those special weapon cans on that stage, but instead of it being the Splatoon 2 special weapons, maybe for 1 week only we could get the Splatoon 1 special weapons returning. So in those special weapon cans you would get the Ink Zuko, you would get the Kraken, you would get the Killer Whale. I think that would be really cool if that did happen, but I think all what it will be is just all of the Splatoon 2 special weapons in those cans. Data miners have also found out what the Salmon Run gear will be for March. The office attire gear will be the Salmon Run gear for March. The February gear is the Beekeeper hat. So yeah, pretty much moving on to other topics. League Battle is getting bombarded with hackers that are pretty much ruining the game mode. Pretty much what hackers are doing is disconnecting the other team so that they will get an automatic win. Pretty much they are forcing the other team to get communication errors. So if you feel like that is happening to you, definitely do report them. Report them under network manipulation. Hopefully Nintendo will sort that out. So yeah, that is unfortunately a problem that hopefully Nintendo will sort out as soon as possible. I think that will make League Battle really unfun to play, so hopefully they will sort it out really soon. We do have some updated sales numbers for Splatoon 2. Splatoon 2 has now sold 8.27 million units worldwide since the game did come out in July 2017. I would love to see Splatoon 2 hit 10 million units worldwide. I think the game does deserve it. But yeah, Splatoon 2 has been surpassed by Pokemon Let's Go that has sold 10 million units worldwide since that game did come out in November 2018. Smash Bros Ultimate has surpassed it as well. It has sold 12 million units since that game did come out at the start of December 2018. Maybe what Nintendo could do to increase that number, they are doing that 3-week demo in Japan where basically Splatoon 2 will be free to play for pretty much that whole week. You don't need a Switch Online membership. Maybe they will do something similar in the West. But I think what Nintendo will do, I know they have done this in Japan, but I don't think they have done it in the West yet. I think what they will do later on in the year is release Splatoon 2, like release a physical copy of the game that does contain the base game, the Octo Expansion DLC, and a 3-month Switch Online code. So yeah, maybe that could boost sales figures a little bit. Maybe we'll have some people that do play Smash Brothers, they see Inkling and they might think, you know what, I want to pick up Splatoon 2, I enjoy playing as Inkling in Smash Ultimate, let's see what Splatoon 2 is about. So maybe we'll get some people picking up Splatoon 2 that way as well. So yeah, 8.27 million units definitely is really impressive. I think the game definitely does deserve it, and yeah, hopefully it will hit that 10 million units before the Switch does move on to another new system. I hope they will hit 10 million units this generation. I really do feel like it deserves it. I kind of feel like that number, maybe that would be encouraging for Nintendo to do other stuff with the Splatoon IP on the Switch system as well. So moving on, there are more I can't pronounce that word, but there are more Uniqlo, I might have pronounced it wrong again, but pretty much there are more Splatoon 2 themed or Splatoon themed t-shirts coming out from the brand Uniqlo or the shop Uniqlo. They definitely do look really cool. I will leave a link to them in the description below. And the last topic for this video is that Nintendo, they are giving out gold, squid and octopus amiibo for the winners of the Japanese tournaments, and there are rumours that they will be giving out those same gold amiibo or trophies. They definitely do look like amiibo, but yeah, pretty much they will be giving out those gold amiibo for North American tournaments as well. So you've got the North American Inkling Open. Apparently the grand prize will be that gold amiibo, so maybe that is extra motivation for you guys in North America to take part in the North America Inkling Open. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video, and yeah, let me know your thoughts about that Shifty Station in the comment section below, and I will see you in another video soon, hopefully.